I'm driving to the Bev with Sylvia. The Bev is the best mall here in town, and Sylvia is my best friend. We both go to the same high school. We both like pizza. We both breathe air. I don't have many other friends besides Sylvia. So I'm pretty excited about this trip. We're gonna get some new clothes, buy some new lipstick. It's going to be epic. When we get to the mall, I park my car in G2, which I remembered by thinking G for girl and 2 for 2 girls. I told this to Sylvia as we got out of the car. G2, you and me. Sylvia thinks I'm so weird. In 2012, Dr. Jada Jehovan at UCLA sought to test the age-old truism that bullies are some of the most insecure among us. However, she found that they're overwhelmingly confident and self-assured. Wow, that sucks. However, fortunately, Dr. Jehovan flips this notion on its head, that bullying, arguing that the social context by which bullying occurs is of greater consequence. The common disposition of a bullying victim is defined by inward criticism, and author Amy Bender uses this as a lens to measure emotional impact, imploring us to focus less on the pathology of the bully and more on the effects of social exclusion and self-deprecation. Lemonade by Amy Bender. At the mall, Sylvia and I ate at Panda Express. We were talking, and I said about how chicken chow mein would be a good street name. Like, chow mein in the food part of town. You get it? And then Sylvia said she had to go to the bathroom. And she left for a really long time. And I got worried because she was gone too long. And I thought maybe she'd even left the mall. Because maybe she is Chinese and I just didn't know. I mean, her hair is black. And maybe I had really offended her with my chow mein comment. Maine and Maine are not the same thing, and here's me trying to make the Chinese into something American, and that's offensive, right? Like, I'm the loud American taking over all the Chinese words. So I was feeling really bad, really racist by accident. And she came back and sat down, and I swear it had been like 20 minutes. And I said, Sylvia, I just wanted to say I am so sorry about the chow mein comment. And she just looked at me and said, what? Just, I didn't mean to offend you with my use of Maine as Maine. I know that's different. Luann, I have no idea what you're talking about. Looks like I got away with that one. It's really hard to make friends in high school. Girls in high school, they're just bitches. Like this one time, this girl Nature and I were partners on a make a book, a diorama project. And she was all like, let's make a mirror until Lake for Swan Lake. And I was like, well, there's no book for Swan Lake, but we can do another book with a swan, like the true name of the swan. And she said, great. So I read the book and I made a cute little swan on clay and I went to her house to finish it. But she opened the door and asked why I was there. For the book project. And then she pulled $20 out of her pocket and said, can you just like finish it for the both of us, Llewellyn? It's Luann. Did you even read the book? And then her eyes got all slitty and she said, just take the money and run, kid. But I'm glad I have Sylvia. Sylvia's the first friend I've had in a while. Behind Sylvia, two girls from school strolled by, and I didn't notice who they were at first, but Then I realized one was Barb and the other was Nature. Ugh, what a bitch. Sylvia didn't notice. She was checking her messages and saying how her boyfriend Jack hadn't texted her back, even though he said he would, but it's okay, maybe he's stuck in traffic. Even though he has a phone, but I'd never say that out loud. But then her cell phone rang, and I could tell it was Jack, because her face got all shimmery. It made me feel a little bad, actually, to see her face light up like that, because I like to think that I'm pretty good company. To keep a few jokes stored away in my mind, just in case there's nothing else to say. But from the look on her face, it was like she was released from jail. Barb and Nature walked up swinging their shopping bags. Sylvia laughed and said, "Hey." They hugged. "How are you, Luann?" Nature asked me. "Me? I'm fine. How are you?" She just laughed and said, "Can you leave us alone for half an hour?" "Alone at the Bev?" "The Bev?" Nature laughed. Sylvia laughed. I blushed. The mall. "Just for half an hour. I need to talk to Sylvia about something super important." I checked my watch. 4:30. 5? Great. And Nature's hair fell in her face like a curtain, saying, "Go home, Luann." I went to the makeup store while waiting for Sylvia to come back and found a lipstick that looked close to the shade that Nature was wearing. Electric Seashell, which I thought was a bad name, considering if you put together seashells and electricity, you could get electrocuted. I tried it on. Wasn't any good on me. Made me look even splotchier. I bought it. I stepped out of the store, and there they all were. "Hey, Llewellyn." "It's Luann." "Nice lipstick." And I sort of blushed and looked down at the lipstick in my hand like I had forgotten it was there. Electric Seashell. And I don't know why, but it felt like they had caught me somehow. Nature fiddled in her pocket and pulled out her lipstick and read hers. Electric Seashell. What do you know? She spun hers up. It was almost flat. I'm low on mine. Your what? My lipstick. And she came up to me, and I swear she was going to hit me, right here at the bed, but instead she yanked the lipstick out of my hand and smeared it all over her face. An electric seashell was all over her mouth. I imagined Sylvia coming to my rescue and taking the lipstick back from Nature. She too. But that didn't happen. Sylvia was just laughing and laughing behind Nature, saying, "Luann, you should see your face." I can't see my face. I'm in my face. And Nature was just like, "Thanks, Llewellyn. Now I'm all dressed up and ready to go." And they turned. And they walked away. In high school, they're just bitches. I began the trek to where my car was parked. She too.